Hello there, welcome to Little Baby Bump's Facebook page. We welcome you again and we hope that you find these podcasts of value. Today I am talking to the immune specialist, Dr. Adarsh. Dr. Adarsh, welcome again.
Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to perhaps explore the immunization agenda today. Earlier there used to be limited immunization and vaccines that were available for youngsters and kids. And obviously because of all the travel and other things, more diseases have come into the spectrum. So do you want to talk a little bit about what the immunization schedule of today looks like typically, doctor?
Oh, certainly, Rajiv. A lot of research and development has been going on in these fields, and a lot of exciting and newer vaccines have come, which has made the child's life safer and also his or her travel safer. Traditionally, we used to have only a few vaccines. To name a few, one was BCG given against tuberculosis. Then there was a triple antigen along with polio drops, which was given at 6 weeks, 10 weeks, and 14 weeks. We were also giving measles vaccine at 9 months and an MMR vaccine at 15 months. This was about all the vaccines given in the government schedule. Last 5 years ago, government has also introduced hepatitis B, which is traditionally given at 0 month, first month of birth, and at 6 months. Apart from these vaccines, there are many more vaccines which are recommended by the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. I would certainly like to list a few of these vaccines. One of them is called a vaccine against rotavirus. It is an oral vaccine, and this vaccine prevents loose motions and vomiting. This vaccine can be given to children as early as 6 weeks. This vaccine is taken in 2 doses, and mind you, this vaccine is oral. It does not cause any pain or anything to it. Rotavirus infection causes 50% of the diarrheas in all children worldwide.
Wow.
And 75 to 80% of children will get rotavirus diarrhea before they have crossed 1 year of age.
No, is that right? Okay.
The other problem of rotavirus is the diarrhea is very prolonged. It lasts for 8 to 10 days.
Okay.
So in vaccine against it is a boom. The other vaccine which has also been recently launched in India in the last 4 or 5 years is pneumococcal conjugate vaccine. This pneumococcal conjugate vaccine is effective against a bacteria called pneumococcus, which causes meningitis, chest infection, is the infection of the brain, ear infections, and throat infections. There are multiple strains which cause this disease. Almost 20 strains are known to infect humans, and 5 or 6 strains are quite common in India. The good thing about the recent vaccine is many of the common strains in India are also being incorporated in the vaccine. Okay. This vaccine again is given at early age at 1.5 months, 2.5 months, and 3.5 months, 3 doses, and a booster is done at 15 months of age. Okay. Some of the US trials are showing a significant decrease in morbidity and mortality following the introduction of this vaccine.
That to me means babies will be healthier, right?
Definitely, babies will be healthier, and it is a very interesting prospect. The other vaccines which have been in the market a few more years before these two are, one is a vaccine against chickenpox. Chickenpox per se is not a killer by itself, but definitely these days no mother wants to have left behind with some marks on the child's face or body. So what we advise is in the first year of life, if chickenpox comes naturally, it is fine. If not, it is just one vaccine away to prevent it. So right after the first year, we finish the chickenpox vaccination if the child has not yet got life. Then there is vaccines against waterborne diseases. Some of them are one against hepatitis A virus called hepatitis A vaccine, which again is given 1 year after birth. Then there is a vaccine against typhoid, which is given at 2 years. There is also an optional vaccine for cholera, which is more relevant to people who travel multiple times. Okay, these 3 vaccines which I mentioned to you now are all against vomiting and loose motions, mainly which spread through the waterborne infections. Okay, so these are some of the vaccines which have recently been there in the market, and these are exciting because the medicine now, traditional medicine, is moving towards prevention is better than cure. It's a very good development.
Excellent, excellent. Wonderful, Doctor. Thank you very much. Folks, if you want to follow Dr. Adesh's whatever words of wisdom, you're welcome to reach him on Twitter. It should be appearing on your screen right now. You can also reach out to Dr. Adesh on his email and other contact information, which should also be on your screen. We look forward to catching up with you the next time we do the podcast. Cheers. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dr. Adesh.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.